National Cowboy Shit Day, and boy, did it was a great day of celebration. The new champ, it is Wednesday, and we have a new champ, the first champion. They're making his first debut with that gold around his waist, gold around his shoulder. Hangman Adam Page, Cowboy Shit Day. We'll pull that baby down, and we'll get right into it with Dynamite Download, episode 60, bro. Can you believe it, man? Episode 60,
baby.
We're kicking it off with a new champ in Hangman Adam Page. And how did you like that welcoming to kick things off here at Dynamite?
Well, as he said, he earned it. He doesn't just deserve it.
I need to stop you guys right there.
That was such a great moment. Great moment. Really, again, I've been really impressed by Hangman's command on the mic of late. And this was a great example, man. This opening segment set, we always talk about how important it is. Feels like AEW always, gets Dynamite off to a hot start. Opening segment always has to be a hot one, and then they like to close the show. And this was a great example. This segment with Hangman coming out, celebrating his championship win, and then, right away, jumping right in, like with Bryan Danielson, right away getting involved. I loved how this started. I did not see, part of, we went through the results of Full Gear, and we had we had a back-to-back winner with Full Tilt Deb winning the bingo card.
Props to her.
I picked Miro to win against Bryan Danielson, and I should have known better, but I picked Miro to win because it felt like, Hangman was going to win the title. Miro's the natural heel, but my gosh, did Bryan Danielson go out there and immediately, boom, just like that, he's one of the top stars of Team Heel now all of a sudden. What a way to start off this show. And really, I don't know what's bigger. The pop that Hangman got, or those, like, how quickly Bryan Danielson was able to get those huge boos. That was unbelievable.
The crowd turned. We've seen Bryan Danielson work both ways in his career and work both ways amazing.
Yep.
And one of those few that can do absolutely gold for either way.
True.
But if there's anyone that can change a red hot babyface into a red hot heel, I think Hangman is probably the only guy at this given point. Obviously winning the championship, but even before that, the crowd has been so over for him. But I did not expect Danielson to really lean into this side of him, this heel so quickly in AEW. I expected more of a babyface run for a little while because the crowd, as we've been seeing with the matches that he's been putting on, opening the show, getting everyone, involved, and the crowd on fire right off the bat with his music. Now quickly the crowd is giving us the no chance, not the yes chance. But man, when he was leaning into it, it was great. And, I was kind of thinking about this. I'm like, I guess it makes sense. Like, I don't want it to happen, but I know we're going to, appreciate that. But, with Mox's absence, who you were seeing the heel vibes going in there, so that A-lister heel. And if we do see Kenny Omega kind of rest and recover with some of his nagging injuries, then I think it makes sense for Danielson to kind of, get into that spotlight, that, top guy heel vibes. So it's very intriguing. It was definitely surprising to see that happen for sure. But as a huge Bryan Danielson mark and huge Bryan Danielson fan, I don't know, man. I want him on Team Babyface, for good, but I can still appreciate good when good. As the smart AEW fans, chanting "This is wrestling, fight forever" and things like that. And so, man, what a character change, what a character arc that we've seen so quickly in AEW, and just the stuff that he's been putting on.
Well, and it makes a lot of sense too. He's been week in, week out. He's been wrestling. We've talked about it countless times. Like, it's unbelievable how Bryan. Wow.
I know. I had to throw it up there because we're talking about it.
I'm surprised because the main event tonight was so epic. between Sam. It showed a lot of like, incredible moves in that matchup between Sammy and Jay Lethal. But, this speaks volumes. Bryan Danielson's promo work was absolutely on point. His match against Evil Uno, it delivered. It was hard hitting. And I think it was just the thing about Danielson is we've talked about it. It's shocking to see how much he's wrestled already in AEW. And I like that. I like how JR talked about, how he is not here for the paychecks. He's not here for just to be in a big match and make money. He likes testing himself. He likes the challenge. He thrives off of that. Really love what we're seeing. And it makes a lot of, it was a natural transition for Bryan Danielson here. I'm in here leaning into the fact that he's the best wrestler on the planet. He, easily can lean into that and stoke those fire, like the flames of that fire of, okay, like this is a guy who we all love, but he's a competitor. He is not here just for the cheers. He's not here for all smiles. He likes to fight. He likes to wrestle. And he likes to challenge himself. That we always talk about, iron sharpens iron. This is a guy who constantly wants to prove that he wrestles with a chip on his shoulder. And that's why this feud's going to work so much, because both of these guys kind of operate best with the doubters, the people who doubt them, the people who don't believe in them, trying to prove those people wrong. Both of these guys really seem to bring out the best of themselves when they're in that kind of situation. So really excited to see where this one's going to go, man. This seems like it could be a really big feud for Hangman. I mean, not just a one-off match. This feels like this could be a really epic build.